Yo, welcome back to the dojo, man. Welcome if you're new. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed and is supporting, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for all the love, all the support, and yeah, thank you for sticking with me, man, and checking out all the videos. You guys are awesome. But if you're new to the channel, man, you're here in the dojo, and all you gotta do to become a member is perform a successful karate chop on that subscribe button, man, and you become a lifetime member, man. No fees required. All you gotta do is show up and practice and watch the videos. But yeah, man, today we got Swoozie in the dojo, man.
Made for right now.
Swoozie's a funny dude. Let me get rid of this ad real quick.
So for a second time.
But yeah, Swoozie's a funny dude, man. So let's get some funny let's get a funny video up on the channel for now. This one is called Driving While Black, man. This is part 3. I'm pretty sure I've seen the first one that he released years ago, like 6 years ago. Did I see the second? I think I did see the second one too, but he just released this, so we're gonna check it out, man. I was gonna watch it anyway, so I might as well watch it with you guys. So hey, but this is Swoozie, man. Shout out to Swoozie as always. Remember when I met him years ago when I was in high school? Cause yeah, he was at like my stepmom, one of my stepmom's family member house, and we were like, he was a pro gamer back then, and we were gaming, man, on Fusion Frenzy, man. I remember. So shout out to him. Boy made it, man. Let's get it. But let's check this out. Let's see what he's talking about. Driving While Black. Part 3, man.
When I interviewed Obama, I teased a driving while black story. So, as a black male who wears his hat backwards from time to time, I get racially profiled. Okay, the most recent story I have for you is driving, pulled over to send some text messages, cop pulled up behind me, call for backup. They're all over me, harassing me for my ID, registration. You know, I get harassed often. I knew someday I'd jump on YouTube and share. One night I'm driving and I'm texting my friend and he says to me, he says, Star Wars episode...
Hold up, man. They do that to you where, man? They do that to you in Orlando? Because I know you used to live in Orlando. You gotta let us know, man. Where were you when they did that? Because I've been pulled over by cops, man, and license and registration. Okay, here you go. Bum. You know why I pulled you over? Nah. Okay, I pulled you over because you were speeding. Oh, okay. Give him my ticket and I'm out. That's it. I don't care about trying to talk out of it or none of that.
Is the worst of the prequels. You ever have those friends that just say something that have you look at them and be like, how are we even friends? You sitting here trying to tell me an 18-minute pod race is better than Obi-Wan versus Anakin? You're crazy. Episode 3 is the best out of all 3. Arguably the best out of all of them. So anyways, these texts start getting heated. So I pull over to text. 5 minutes later, a cop drives by. As he passes, he slows down. In my head, my psychic abilities can sense this dude's gonna go down the street, turn around, and come back. I can sense it. 2 minutes later, a cop car drives by. I don't know if it's the same one. Might be. I don't know. All I know is this guy rolls by at like 2 miles an hour. All right, he could be just looking to see what's going on. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And what a lot of my friends who aren't black don't understand, when it comes to cops, especially in the South, we can feel when an altercation is about to go down. If you've never been harassed by the police, I don't expect you to understand, but if you know, you know. And I'm honestly not in the mood to be harassed right now. So once the cop passes and goes around the corner, I start my car up and I drive into the first neighborhood, bust a left, pull in there, and park again to keep texting. Because my friend is straight tripping right now. Yes, Duel of Fates was fire, but he's tripping because episode 3 overall was more bomber than episode 1, let's be clear. So I get back to texting, and guess who comes creeping into the neighborhood? So now I know harassment is imminent. He creeps in, drives past me. I look in my rearview mirror. Dude busts a 3-point turn. Here we go. Christmas lights. I've been pulled over for DWB. I've been pulled over for WWB. This is my first time being pulled over for PWB.
Driving while black, walking while black. I have been pulled over walking, actually. That's funny. Cop asked me why I'm not. Well, that's when I was in high school. The cop asked me why I'm not in school. I'm like, bro, we don't have school today. What? What are you talking about? Bro, we don't have school today. Why would I be in school? Bro. But then the guy, he was talking about, oh, you look like someone we were looking for. Alright, bro.
I've been pulled over for WWB. This is my first time being pulled over for PWB. But you know what? He might be coming just to see if I'm okay. Now, I told this story to a few of my friends, and this is the part that always trips them out. Anytime I get pulled over by the cops, I roll down my window, put one hand out the window, one hand on the ceiling. That's because when my parents were teaching me how to drive, I had two phases. One phase was my mom teaching me how to drive all the technical stuff. Phase two was with my dad, and it was all about when I get pulled over, this is how you act so you don't get shot. Every cop wants to feel like they're 10 feet tall, so always talk to them with respect. No sudden movements. Keep your hands on the steering wheels at all time, or if you want them to feel extra safe, one hand out the window, one hand on the ceiling. So I see the cop walking up. As a black man, when I get pulled over, I'm all about de-escalation. I put on a cardigan, I put a tennis racket in my passenger seat, so when the cop walks upon me, I'm like, "Officer, what's going on? I'm so confused." First thing out of his mouth, license and registration. Not, "Are you okay? You good? Checking up on you?" I don't know how many of you guys know the law, but the law specifically states a cop can only ask you for your ID if they have reasonable suspicion that you've just committed a crime. Grab my registration, hand him my license, done. He goes back to his car. I was talking to my friend London about this, and she was telling me about the last time she got pulled over. I was doing 65 and a 45. Cop caught me, pulled me over. Whoa, somebody's in a hurry. He asked for my license and registration. I gave it to him. All right, I'm gonna go check this. If you're clean, I'm gonna let you go. Went back to his car, checked it, came back over to me. All right, you're good to go. You want me to stop traffic while you merge? Okay. And then he stood out in the middle of the street, stopped traffic, so I can get back onto the road.
What?
Now, anytime I get pulled over for nothing, I like
Because
to play this
she's a
game
girl,
called,
though. That's
I wonder
kinda
what lie
different.
you're going to tell me as to why you pulled me over. So the cop is back there checking to see if I have any warrants, and another cop pulls into the neighborhood and gets behind me. The backup cop walks up alongside my car, and he was like, "You know why you got pulled over?" "Officer, what's going on? I'm so confused."
He didn't pull him over. He was parked.
Wait, do you play tennis? Well,
What?
your license plate. The light on your license plate was flickering. Whenever I feel like a cop is feeding me some BS, there's this thing I do. I go, "Huh," to let him know that I know that he's full of crap. "Yeah, your license plate light was flickering." "Huh, really?" "Yeah." 5 minutes later, the first cop that pulls me over comes back. "So, do you know why we pulled you over?" And I'm like, "I'm out here for the purge. What you out here for?" "You're technically in a construction zone. Half of the houses here are still under construction. They're being built. And you're in a construction zone." Huh. So considering they didn't even have time to get their story straight, I'm gonna assume that this is not true. It sounded like he was making that up, so I went home and checked. Neighborhoods that have houses being built, I don't see that anywhere being considered construction zones. He might be right, I don't know, but that's just what I found. As this guy's talking to me, a third cop shows up. Third cop drives by me and side-eyes me so hard. I'm sitting here like, what did I do to you, bro? You're the one harassing me. Thing about cops is they're in an authoritative position and they hate as soon as anybody questions that authority. So the instant you say, "Why are you pulling me over?" that's you questioning that authority. When some cops pull me over and it's obvious they're just profiling me, they run my license, they see everything is clean, that's not enough for them. Instead of letting me go, they start doing little things to push my buttons just to irritate or aggravate me. You know how your sibling will do things to irritate you? Kind of like that. It doesn't happen every time, but it happens sometime. In this case, it seems like they're trying to irritate me by having me wait out here because it's been 45 minutes that I'm still on the side of the road. Because by this point, it's been 45 minutes, 3 cops are behind me, and can anybody here tell me one thing that I've done wrong? How slow is your laptop back there, bro? It takes you 45 minutes to run my license? You back there on a 56K modem using AOL? If I were to go outside and harass somebody, that's wrong. Just because you're wearing a blue suit does not make it any better. In fact, it makes it even worse. And like I mentioned in the Obama interview, I've learned to live with the harassment, but I've been profiled while driving so many times. I could do 12 of these driving while black videos. Cops have pulled me over on a traffic stop and started pointing guns at my car. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a quick bonus story. A month before that happened, my sister asked to borrow my car. She takes my car, drives to her boyfriend's house. As she's leaving his neighborhood, cops pull her over. So the cop pulls her over, starts trying to irritate her. She doesn't bite. Then he says, "Can I search your car?" She says, "Okay." Cop takes my sister and her boyfriend to the front of the cop car. Backup shows up with a K9. Cop number 2 takes the K9 around the car. The first cop is back there with my sister and her boyfriend. He starts poking at her. Cop number 2 comes back with this drug kit. Apparently, I've never heard of this, but he has a drug kit. I wiped the swab on the passenger seat. It turned blue. That means we got heroin residue. Your boyfriend was in the passenger seat. Going to jail. They took my sister's boyfriend to jail. Mind you, my sister's boyfriend doesn't even smoke weed. So the fact that they found heroin residue in the passenger seat of my car, highly unlikely. That's on his record forever. How quick are you trying to hire somebody who's been arrested for heroin possession? OPD, ladies and gentlemen. Are there bad cops out there? Yes. Are there good cops out there? That's crazy, bro. Definitely. Cops are putting their life on the line every single day, and I feel that at least deserves a mention. Some of my friends are cops, so I don't want anybody to think I'm jumping on here just to bash cops. That's not what I'm about. The best way to solve a problem is first, identifying it, and secondly, let's start talking about some solutions. Up until recently, there's been very little accountability for law enforcement. Racism, sadly, is still alive, and on both sides of the line. Did you guys know they had groups on Facebook and people on Twitter trying to cancel Michael B. Jordan because the last 2 girls they saw him dating weren't black? You know what, since he doesn't date a lot of black girls, let's boycott Black Panther. That man is free to date whatever girl he wants, no matter what color she is. That's prejudice AF. I think another problem is people don't even know what being prejudiced or racist is. Let me just break it down. One quick example. You take what you know or what you think you know about one person, and then you apply that to everybody in that race. That black guy is bad, so all black guys are bad. Let me just pull this one over and harass him for 45 minutes.
Facts.
See my point?
And that goes with cops too. That cop is bad, so all the other cops are bad. Same thing, man.
In 2015, when I moved to LA, Orlando PD and Osceola PD were fighting to not wear body cameras. Why do you think that is? It's almost like they don't want their behavior to be monitored. And yesterday, NYPD announced that every cop has to wear a body camera, but they're only releasing footage if a cop draws his firearm or discharges his firearm. There's a lot of crap and a lot of shady stuff a cop can do before they draw their firearm. It's a good start, but no. We're talking about solutions now. If cops want to build trust, how about, here's an idea. Anytime a cop pulls you over for a traffic stop, that civilian can go download the body cam footage from their traffic stop. Did you?
I like that idea. I like that idea, man. I like that idea.
Pulled you over for a traffic stop?
That's a
that
good
civilian
idea.
Can go download
That's a good
the body
solution.
cam footage from their traffic stop. Did you guys know that there's cops out there who repeatedly turn their body cameras off?
As part of this investigation, Captain Chad Ocuzio said he noticed a pattern of certain officers that wouldn't turn them on, nor would they document their incidents.
It's almost like they don't want their behavior to be monitored. Accountability. So there you go. I've addressed some problems. I proposed some solutions. Any cop that ever catches me speeding or doing an illegal U-turn, please pull me over, give me a ticket. You will never hear me complaining. I'll never jump on here and be like, oh my God, these cops. No, you're doing your job.
Exactly.
But we got a few problems. Accountability, trigger happy cops, trigger happy civilians. So when a civilian can call 911, the operator tells him, stop following this kid home. The civilian ignores that, gets out the car, starts a fight, and then shoots the kid who is unarmed. When the cops show up, they're like, oh, self-defense, you're free to go. That sends a message. When that cop choked out Eric Gardner and they're like, oh, you're free to go home. That sends a message. Hopefully, we can take this time to better ourselves. Racism isn't gonna stop anytime soon. Not on here trying to say that. There are tons of good cops who are doing their jobs very quietly that we're never gonna hear about. But hopefully, we can start looking at some problems and start providing some common sense solutions. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Defunding the police is not a good solution. Just saying, because I see they're trying to say the defund the police, like that is not a good solution. But yo, shout out to Swoozie, man. That was a great solution right there. Like every time you get stopped, you should be able to go download the footage of everything that happened. Like as soon as the cop turns on his lights and pull you over, he should be recording from there. Or even before that, because you know the cops come up behind you before they put the lights on. So while right before they identify what they're gonna pull you over for, they need to start recording right there so we can see everything, man. And we should be able to go back and look at that. And look at that footage and see, in case something happens, in case you're pulling me over for no damn reason and I could fight it in court or something like that. Or I wasn't really, or my taillight wasn't really blowing out, but he pulling me over. Or like Swoozie said, they said his license plate light was flickering. What? But hey, yo, shout out to Swoozie, man. That was nice as always. Got the jokes in there as well, but also talking about a serious topic. So shout out to him for that, man. And yeah, like I said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help your boy get to the goal 3,500 by the end of June, man. Hit that like button, comment, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if that was a good solution that Swoozie provided, man. And let me know what you would, what are you guys' solution if you could put a solution. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.